Back in my day, we used to have to earn our way and play pinball in the real world. Kids these days don't know how good they have it with their newfangled digital pinball. You want to get them back in those arcades and work some hard graft. Digital Pinball Last Gladiators is a 1995 video pinball game for the Saturn developed by Kaze. The game features 4 tables to choose from, and the whole package has a very loose theme of ancient history and violent men. The Gladiators table is based on ancient Rome, Night of the Roses is based on the Arthurian legend, Dragon Showdown is based on feudal Japan, and Warlock has a sort of generic barbarian fantasy theme like Conan. Now, one of my least favourite things about video pinball is that some games feel the need to make the action entirely top-down and scroll the screen to keep track of the ball. This is my least favourite way to play video pinball, as you can easily lose track of the flippers, and some games are so insanely fast that it can lead to some light motion sickness. What I prefer is what Digital Pinball is doing, by keeping the action locked to a single screen with the entire table visible in a forced perspective. Digital Pinball even takes things a step further and makes the table significantly shorter so you don't lose track of the ball as it reaches the very back of the table. It's a lovely touch that keeps the action frantic and intense, as everything is now condensed into these well-designed but stubby little tables. Digital Pinball also goes the extra mile by allowing newcomers to learn the rules of each table just by playing. Kaze have implemented various UI prompts to show you what targets you need to be aiming for next in order to activate the various gameplay modes, earn extra balls, activate multi-ball and score jackpots. It certainly makes the whole thing feel as fast as the in-game action, instead of having to pore over the table's instructions for ages before you jump into the action. Sure, extensive in-game instructions are still available in the menu if you really want to learn the nitty-gritty, but if you're just looking to slap a ball bearing around and switch your brain off for a bit, then you'll really not be penalised for just jumping straight in. The game unfortunately does have a few drawbacks. The main issue is that condensing the tables to little stubby ones does make them a tad featureless. You have a large space with nothing in it directly above the flippers, and then maybe 1 or 2 ramps, a set of bumpers, a set of rollovers, and some targets, and everything seems to be cramped right at the back of the table. As a result, the 4 tables do feel somewhat samey, and it just doesn't feel like you get a lot of variety. The other issue is just one of age. Dragon Showdown has some pretty offensive stereotyping going on with its use of the word banzai and mention of harakiri. This might be more of a localization issue than a design one, as Kaze are a Japanese developer, but I did check the Japanese release and these terms are still present. Odd. I did also notice a slight bug on this table in particular, as the ball would often get stuck in the entry lane. It would soon sort itself out and it didn't really affect the overall gameplay, but it was an odd little thing I noticed. Interestingly, Japan did get an exclusive version 9.7 update to Digital Pinball that may well have fixed this bug, but I don't have that version to test. Outside of these minor quibbles, Digital Pinball is a great little video pinball title that functions in the Saturn's high resolution mode to really allow players to see all the little details. The silly glam metal soundtrack certainly adds to the OTT nature of the presentation, and the real icing on the cake is that the Warlock table features a gameplay mode called Rats! Instant classic.